I'll tell you the whole story. I'm all right with that. My name is Alan Bernstein. I'm 46 years old. I'm originally from New York. I came down here for a better life. I found out down here, if you don't work, you don't eat. We came down here. I came down here with my wife, who's also in the program. In the beginning, we were making it. We made it for a while. And it must have been around last year, around this time, a little bit before Christmas. There was no work. I couldn't get no income to come in. I went to all the different temp services. I tried to work and get a regular job, but I never had any luck.
On the streets, man. My name is James. The situation that I am in, I've been on the streets for a couple of years, and for quite a while, in and out. And as you're on the streets and you're trying to find places to sleep, or just to keep everything together, you resort to, well, I have resort to a lot of alcohol just to put me to sleep, just to feel good about things.
But lo and behold, we wound up out in the streets. Fortunately, there was rooms at the inn last year that got us through the winter. And then we were able to get ourselves off the street for a while. And, you know, with churches like this, rooms at the inn, tonight I'm sleeping in a safe place. You know, I'm getting a hot meal. I'm grateful for that.
And thank God for guys like you. You know, we can not make decisions under rash situations. I mean, the situations out on the street, you make a decision, that's it. But you get a little bit of rest, get a little bit of food, gain your spirit back up, and all that stuff will come back to you. You know, you think clearly.
This is a very important program, you know, and I hope people realize that, you know, the less fortunate need help.
My name is Doug Shaw. Last spring, had the opportunity to take the adult mission trip to Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Over the course of the five days or so that we were down there, began to realize that the sacrifices I made and that we were making down there they really paled in comparison to the sacrifices that folks down there were making every day. The interesting part of it is through the course of a project like that, and it's happened with other outreach projects that I've worked on, tend to find out that I'm benefiting from it just as much as, or perhaps more than, the people we're helping out. This is a Christmas letter from one of the people we helped down in Bay St. Louis. I remain awestruck still as I think of all the help we have received from family, friends, but most amazingly, total strangers who have become family and friends. Everywhere I look on my property, I see the mark of strangers who came and helped even though they didn't know us and never questioned if we were worthy. I find that utterly amazing. The spirit of the people, so much devastation even today, yet they look at it as a time for opportunity versus it being a real negative.
I'm Cindy Gash. I'm married to Ed Gash, and we came to Holy Comforter on a mission to find the right place that fit both of our needs, and Holy Comforter did that for us. The support of the people in this parish, there just aren't words enough to cover. 10 years ago when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had a 4th grader, and we had to really put the faith into action. But we were able to do that fairly smoothly because we had such incredible support. We had food, we had cards, we had people come and visit, we had people take care of Mason. We had so many needs just smoothly taken care of purely out of the joy and love of people in this parish. I didn't waver, I have to say. I truly did feel the strength of God through the people in our lives. So there's lots of parts of the inReach in this church that if you allow people to do what they truly in their heart feel is a part of living the faith, you will feel joy that is just not explained.
Since love is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep?
We don't often get to hear the stories of people who have been served by what we've given.
It is pretty remarkable. Yeah, I mean we're impacting a lot of lives in Charlotte and beyond, and we've done some wonderful things in this last year.
Sometimes it's a little thing, and people don't realize what their contributions have gone to. But every bit counts and makes a huge difference in the life of not just this parish, but the community.
It all starts with giving of ourselves. It's that old phrase of giving of ourselves, giving of our time, and then giving of our talent or our money.
Both far and near, how can I keep?